which the word love is replaced with the word poem. I poem you. The kind of poem that hurts when you don't say I poem you back. I poem you. How you trust the weight of your poem on my shoulders, no stress, responsibilities, only poem. Poem snaps pictures of my kiss on your forehead. Poem cried heavy in our last hug. If I'm honest, your poem is all the poem I need right now. I poem you. Poem so strong I get high off that shit. I poem you. I poem you. I poem hard, like I poem real hard. Most times I poem harder for others than I poem for myself. Poem so much I poem when poem hurts. I wish this was the part where I tell you I've been working on it. I'm seeing someone about it. But I haven't seen someone about it since my first poem. Lord knows I've been scared to poem ever since I poem you. Then lost so much poem, don't know how much poem I have left, I poem you. Can't tell what poem I'm on, still hurting from the last poem, never really healed from any of my past poems. These are my confessions about poem, I poem you. Laugh and cry off the same poem. Ain't it crazy how poem can do that? How the poem that holds you can be the same poem to hold you back? At what point is poem? What's poem got to do with it? If I don't poem myself, I poem you. I poem every poem I poem. No regrets about any poem I live. Made friends with enough poem to give. To accept poem is to accept the loss of poem. Eventually, I poem you. I'm scared to lose poem again. Lost myself in damn near every poem I poemed. Maybe I never had enough poem to give myself. Poem.
First time I heard that piece on time, you worship. Give it up for Renee one more time. You got this. All right. On deck, we have Jerry Burbank. And coming next to the stage, she's your hostess with the mostest. She actually is also host of another wonderful poetry night with TDN. They're at Crib, they're at Troop, month in and month out. Give it up for Sadie! She's feeling a little nervous, so make sure I give her extra love.
Vibe check. Yeah, I don't know why I get nervous. Well, I haven't performed here in forever, and I mean, I'm a host, so like, I would fart on the mic, but for some reason, poetry gets me nervous. Anyways, some of y'all, but, alright. Here goes nothing. This one is new to some of you, old to most of you.
New shit to some of us, old shit to others. What's up?
It's called Pablo's Interlude, subtitled LOL, that's not even his real name. I woke up to a text from a man I am biologically related to, also known as my father. Term used loosely like the baby teeth lost that he never bear witness to. This man sent me a text of a TikTok. A TikTok of a boy with a unibrow, which he said reminded him of my mother. It's the strangest thing. Not speaking for months, years, almost my entire time on this planet to only receive a text of a TikTok. As if we're some sort of friends. As if we're besties for life. As if you could even spot me in a crowd. No hello, how are you efforts made to be involved. No. Just random texts of TikToks and demanding pics of me and my sibling, the one he's wished death on for who they choose to love. As if this man wasn't dating women my age 10 years ago. As if he was an honest man in any relationship he was part of. As if this man has any right to have any say of anything. Go fuck yourself. What kind of parallel unibrow universe are we living in? A coward who calls himself a man. A deadbeat who calls himself a father. As if he hasn't abandoned 3 out of 4. as if he has any curiosity in knowing his firstborn, what she's like, what she likes, what she does, what she wants to do, who her friends are, and the kind of company she keeps. No. Instead, he insults me with his audacity, his bold text of a fucking TikTok. Well, tick-tock, tick-tock, the hands of this clock move counterclockwise, and I don't have time to engage in your antics, burying your head under my skin, feeding off my boiling blood. Your texts feel like bugs crawling all over me. Your entitled demands are like hearing flies buzzing in my ear. Your impotence, offensive, but being the maggot you are, I should expect nothing less. You know, there is some irony in all of this, because even the familiar housefly lays their eggs and leaves. Thank you.
By the way, y'all understand the assignment. I'm hearing zooms and zooms up there, sound effects. We love that. If you're feeling anything a poet is saying, you can tap your lights and they'll change colors. That way they can get that out there. You know what I mean? Get this shit blinking here. Well, I told you now, better late than never, okay? It's like taxes. At some point you get it, right? You know what I'm saying? All right, on deck, we have the future author of a book that's coming out next month. She has a release on June 27th and will be in public. On deck, we have Monica D. Coming next to the stage, please give it up for Jerry Burbank.
Something new and something old. Never read this before, read it maybe several weeks ago.
New shit! New shit!
It's called Saturday Afternoon in the Critical Ward. After months of weekly infusions, which you jokingly referred to as your pincushion era, where the doctors poked and prodded, tacking little love notes to the empty walls of a room no one cares to visit anymore, you slip quietly into sleep, your breath heavy and labored, straining in your throat, as if your lungs no longer fit inside your shrinking frame. I settle in beside you, filling up the empty spaces in the New York Times crossword puzzle, lying next to you in your hospital bed, watching television while you sleep. The skin slowly sloughing off your bones like a wrinkled bag, your sunken eyes and hollow cheeks waiting, alone in this terrible silence, which is all we have to go by now. Occasionally interrupted by the gurgling whirl of medical devices or the sprightly squeak of candy striper shoes. The soft allure of memory echoing in a lost hallway, like the parting words you spoke. I love you, Jerry. I know. All right, and I'll read this because Carol loves it.
Carol likes it, shit!
This is called Shards. It was inspired by somebody who described quilting and trying to deal with the problem, the imperfections, and having to accept them. So anyway, I broke the Oriental vase you gave to me, the one that we purchased in that shop off of Royal Street. I watched it tumble off the tabletop this morning and shatter into pieces in a sort of slow motion catastrophe. I stood there for a moment, frozen in my stance, surveying all the scattered remnants that lay strewn across the living room floor, gleaming in the harsh light like some accidental constellation. The way the sunlight reflected off the broken fragments reminded me of the way your eyes were like the first time I saw you. We were so clumsy in love back then, stumbling through the French Quarter of New Orleans like a pair of drunken teenagers. I thought for certain we would shatter everything we touched. I'm too sentimental to toss the shards out. Instead, I pick up the pieces, reminiscent about an extended weekend we shared in a rundown Annabelle home outside of Baton Rouge. Our first night together, our first tentative kiss. The way you trembled in the moonlight, and the way you brush back your hair. I placed the last of the broken pieces in a small cardboard box, cut fingers and all, reflecting on the way you wept through the night with your grandmother. Remembering the argument we had on the way to the airport and how you slammed the car door when I dropped you at the terminal. How you came running back to me and surprised you at the gate. And the look on your face the last time I saw you. An incongruent mixture of disappointment and longing. I fold down the tabs and seal the top of the box with a half-used roll of packing tape before placing it on a shelf in the back of the closet, along with various other bits of memorabilia I've managed to hang on to through the years. A postcard from Biloxi, a handful of faded photographs, a tarnished silver pendant with a broken clasp, and a couple of dark, dog-eared letters you wrote. I make sure to close the closet door and put the tape back in the drawer before heading out to confront yet another ordinary day. As your memory subsides, I learn to cherish the wounds, like an ancient Japanese urn where each and every flaw is accentuated with precious flecks of pure gold.
Happy birthday, Tom. Happy birthday. I want to give a shout out to the diversity in the room really fast. We have skin tone, shades, heights. We have a baby in the back. So I just want to give a shout out to everyone being involved with tonight. I appreciate it. This is a dream come true. That's real new shit. You got 18 years before you pay any tax bill. I'm jealous. All right, on deck. If Sandy was the president of poetry, he would be the first man. On deck, we have Bob Samuels, formerly known as Joe. Everybody knows it now. Coming to the stage now, please give it up. She has a book coming out next month, but I have a feeling she'll tell you about it. It's Monica D.
It's called Leaving the Dust in the Weeds, my debut poetry collection. So check me out on Instagram if you're looking for more updates about book stuff, book party, all that.
What's the Instagram?
It is at the Monica Deviant. So this poem is called Know You, and it's a poem that a lot of you have heard, but I feel like it needs to be heard again. So this is for the men in the room. It's a poem about feeling. Know You. Bro, they don't know you. Your friends don't know you. They don't know how you crawl into a skin of perfection at 5 a.m. to remove membranes of turmoil at nighttime. They don't realize that you've been crawling in and out of that skin since you were 8 years old to... You're 8 years old to... Bro, they don't know you. Your friends don't know you. They don't. You know, I'm gonna do the phone. I thought I could do this.
It's all right.
Thank you for your patience. I was trying to be real ambitious today.
It's all right.
Okay, so. Know you. Bro, they don't know you. Your friends don't know you. They don't know how you crawl into a skin of perfection at 5 a.m. to remove membranes of turmoil at nighttime. They don't realize that you've been crawling in and out of that skin since you were 8 years old to appease the adults, and the adults allowed aggravation to raise you. Your friends don't comprehend you. They don't comprehend your fascination with multiple languages or how the smells of coffee beans soothe you. They don't comprehend your excitement about books or how visiting an art museum consoles you. Bro, do you comprehend you? You stopped talking to that woman because you knew that she needed a man with secure skin, someone who would tend to her substance, but you didn't want her to see your substance. Bro, have you discovered you? Your intelligence grows, folks, when they meet you. Folks pause to hear how your words exude knowledge, how your sentences run into wisdom. Bro, do you know you? Do you know that you are gifted? Do you know that you're introspective? You are brave, you are exquisite. Commit to knowing you. Thank you so much.
She forgot to mention she's dropping a book next month on June 27th. She's going to have a book release at Public Not Private on 50 Agnes Street, Suite 101. It's going to be a great time. Co is hosting. Please show love. Monica's been on a wonderful poetry journey. She's like an Afroverse OG. Show all the love you can. Give it up for her one more time. All right. On deck, we have Lisa B, and the B stand for bars. Coming up next, we have the first man of Fairy Providence Poetry. He's dressed to the nines tonight. I said, Bob, you all dressed up. I was like, you look good. He goes, well, you know, she's featured, so people are gonna look at me. I know that's right. You got the Bob Samuel,
Thank you all for coming out. Listening to my wife. Let's jump in. We're going on 40 years. Whoa. Every now and then we still have those moments where, well, the substance of the conversation is, what do you want from me? And my response is, kiss me in the morning, so that I can stop mourning, missing you while I slept. Tell me you love me with your eyes, because the eyes have it, and they always will, as I will myself to release you from our loving spoon. You nestled in my arms, your softness in my hands. Breathing is our song. Touch me whenever you can, wherever you want. Dance with me close. Let the rhythm and the sound drown out the chaos.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Music is optional. Hold my hand when we walk, so I don't float away or get left behind when my mind wanders, lost in what might have been, or giving in to the belief that what we have is not enough. It is everything. The missteps, the misunderstood, the maybes, the wish I could. And all the times I underappreciated and underloved. You are my sky and my wine. I am in petted morning. What? Just remember to kiss me in the morning.
It's like we know that we're married, but we're still rooting for you, bro. You know what I mean? Yes! Bag that, homie!
Yo, that's 40 years 101.
That was beautiful. Sky, water, Jesus, we'll talk later. All right. Give it up for Bob again, y'all. One more time. All right. On deck, we have John Steele. On deck, you ready? I like that. He's only right up. All right, coming up next, please give it up for Lisa B. And the beat is the bar.
Come on, Lisa.
It's kind of just wherever you need to. Yeah. Long knees, short knees.
Okay, so I have two tonight. And
Two pieces.
This one I wrote in, I approximate the date as like 2017.
2017 shit.
It's called I Must Write. Once upon a time, in an unbalanced spree, on a high I put it out there for all to see. Then came a sentence of depression tragically, but now I look back and remember nostalgically. Said, this is my first attempt at modern poetry, and I'm not too sure how good it's going to be. I'll probably mess it up, so please don't laugh at me. My name is Lisa B, and I was born in '83. In my profession as a student, I never got a D. For all the questions you could ask, I should charge a fee, because you don't know how tough this life has been for me. You can't comprehend how tough it is to be me, and the thoughts that are contained within this red-headed realm of mine to keep. Not yours to speak. Bottom line, my life through these blue eyes you cannot see, one of which is much weaker than the other physically. This left eye right here had a patch when I was 3, so I could have been an easy target for all of you bullies, which there aren't any here. Now I lost my train of thought. But I wasn't. Know why? I'll explain it easily. I have a loving mother who loved and nurtured me. I had a super mom that loved the Wonder Child, Wonder Woman. You know, my mom, she didn't care that I was wild. In this life, I must fight, pick up a pen and write, because I must be free to be who I am, to be me. And no matter what they say, I'll stand my ground. I'm here to stay. Might think I'm manic when I share these clues, but back down never. I refuse, because I know in my gut to this world I've been amused. When I was lost, broken, and all confused, they picked up their pens, sang and danced to their music, and I heard it, saw it, felt it, read the news. I started wearing every color again, no more blues. That repressed the stress, time is over, paid my dues. I strapped on my kicks, my ruby red shoes. I've tightened all the nuts and a few loose screws. Found people that get it and appreciate my views. I wake up each day ready, I don't have to hit snooze. In this life I must fight, pick up a pen and write, because I must be free to be who I am, to be me. And no matter what they say, I'll stand my ground, I am here to stay. Oh, most of my life I've had a huge price to pay. Even as a child, there was little child's play. Someone up there decided to take my mom away. But this life is beautiful, that's a fact, no cliche. So many awards won, so heavy they weigh. BSNCE, Girl Scout in Plymouth Bay. Marching band good student on a roll every day. Then I was a CPS, helped peers feel okay. Just one card left in the deck I need to lay. One skeleton in the closet that has something left to say. For all of you afraid out there, don't be, it's okay. I believe in my dreams, and I know I'm on my way. Bipolar diagnosis, which has its ups and downs, and right now I'm doing pretty well, right? But my more adventurous self likes to refer to herself almost as Phoenix. So this is called You Can Call Me Phoenix. Centuries ago, I'd been burned at the stake. I think of this at times right before I wake. See, this redhead is sick and twisted, but the half cup called life, I double fisted. What I've been through is bad, could be a lot worse. Life has its side effects, but I dodge the hearse. Even if I want, I can't erase the past, but I get to choose what I broadcast. I'm an open book, sit down, story time. Listen real close as I dance and rhyme. Once upon a time, get ready on your mark. Don't give up, don't give in, hope's about to spark. The theme of the story I want you to remember. When the fire is dying, reduced down to amber. Deep in your core, in your double helix, lies your story, so be your own Phoenix. You can add more fuel to the fire. Dance around the pit as the flames get higher. It's time for me to rise up, time for another flight. Toe to toe with fate, I'm ready for the fight. Ever been locked up for what you believe? So to stay safe, your dreams you grieve. Can I walk this tightrope in the raging storm? Was I meant to create, or should I conform? Should I go back to where I was before, when I was just existing, life was just a chore? These questions lead me to a profound oath. What I survive, I'll transform to growth. For me, to dream is a risk, dangerous. But I think this time I'll be victorious. I feel good, I finally feel good. It's all magical, just like childhood. No longer will I stifle this passion. I'm ready for the show. Let's go, action. This is the place I belong. I found my home. See, when you share your feelings, you're never alone. You can add more fuel to the fire, dance around the pit as the flames get higher. It's time for me to rise up, time for another flight. Toe to toe with fate, I'm ready for the fight. I left my sanity on stage many years ago. Still so vivid, I can't give the blow by blow. Anytime I do, they look at me like I'm crazy. The more I trust life, the more it restrains me. Try to reach out to get some closure. Crickets. I can't keep my composure. I may miscalculate, but I'm sharp-witted. I will make mistakes, but hope still committed. Face fact, I might be rejected. With each attempt, a lesson collected. Maybe this time's different, maybe I've learned. Maybe the tides have finally turned. Like chess, I need focus. I need to concentrate. Put the haters into checkmate. I'll pace myself, relax. Take full control. Steady as she goes, my wings unfold.
Listen to me. All right, on deck. I see the friends showed up, right? Yeah. On deck, we have Queen C. And coming next to the stage, I heard this brother speak for the first time at Afroverse's other event, Smoking Words, which is past 2 weeks ago. And I listened to what his brother has to say, saw his books, I saw his composure, and he's former military. So I get him and he gets me. Please put your hands together and your ears together for John Steele.
Y'all come here and do this, Mr. Rogers all night. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Do all that. Right? You gotta get this down to about when you come home from military shit and you are injured, you become weaker. And for me to maintain to a certain physicality is very hard. So I'm a disabled vet as well. I don't want thanks, because if anything had to do with anything about all that, for me, it didn't change the world. It only adds to the problem. All that is encapsulated within work through a lifetime. Yes, sir. I always do this. All right, so I have three. Nah,
You want to sit down?
nah, right here is good.
Yeah.
Good. Perfect. So I got these books on. Aptly enough, this is called Sarge. Looking like a cold Vietnam vet outside of the old people projects. His soul is unconscious, another walking carcass inside a feet of monsters, searching for a way to escape the darkness. Concrete priests, they all sound like carnival barkers, releasing all the believing Jesus responses. No peace will be upon us. His only friend in the street is a heat-seeking accomplice, a former bombshell Pocahontas from the Isle of St. Thomas. Said he promised to be a blanket against the world of snake charmers, through all the everyday dramas that collectively is known as Sarge and Sweet Mama. He lives by the mantra, death before dishonor, hers much just harder. Life itself is a blessed nirvana. You have to remain hateful and grateful. A tornado streets will Wizard of Oz you from the Brooklyn bridges to the strips of Gaza. Whatever you got, people always trying to rob you. Come on, man. These sets of eyes we wander in any town, looking up, looking back, and now down to the ground. Raising motherfucking eyebrows, not them unibrows that you talking about. That was dope. Go ahead, man. You can take, bro. That's the basics about guessing enemies with them friendly predator faces. No matter what the case is, Sarge stays being broke. His biggest score today was a pack of GPC smokes. That's ghetto people. Cigarettes for the homeless set. I'm standing in front of shelters. They ain't open yet. But then I open, yeah. Get a place in line for a hot meal and a warm cot. If you don't make it in time, somebody's definitely taking your motherfucking spot. That's right. Dead rock. Sarge was old school, believe me, I shit you not. A gentleman on the block. He and Sweet Mama weren't strung out, tricking or bleeding rock. They told him out front, be easy, pops, act calmer. Room for you tonight, but I'm sorry, not Sweet Mama. Fuck that. Let her in, I'll sleep on the fucking streets then. Woman, quit crying, I'll be fine. You know what? He was found the next day frozen. Fucking time. Woo! Somebody keep time for me, cause
You good, John? Still one more.
I just rattled. Sir.
That should be ready to play.
Okay, check this out. Yo, like Captain America said, he's just a kid from Brooklyn. I'm just a kid from Central Falls. I met a warrior tonight, good looking. Yo. Yeah. And what if? I'm trying to keep it PG. There are children, man. So. This is ultimate X-rated. Whatever you want, everything is in here. So, I'm sorry. What if America had switched sides in the war with Iraq? What if whites had been slaves in a country taken over by blacks? What if the Beastie stayed punk instead of switching to rap? What if Big L, Pac, and Biggie never got clapped? Come on, Come on, motherfucking, my main man PR, Big Pun, was anorexic instead of so fucking fat? And what if Joey Ramone came back from the dead, all creepy and shit? And what if Eminem had been raised by a bunch of fucking skinheads? What? Eminem, I don't think that shit, yo. What if the government knew of the 9/11 plot? What if Reagan died when that motherfucker got shot? I'm on them 80s blocks. Cocaine, Little City, Central Falls, that 80s rap, right? I'm sorry, this is a...
Come on, go ahead, you do your thing.
What if the Roman Catholic Church had a painting in the Vatican basement, Black Mary and Jesus, and what if devils enter bodies when every one of us sneezes? What if they started putting cocaine back in Coca-Cola? What if government's already using that DNA to fucking create super soldiers? Come on. What if they hiding the facts about alien existence? By the way, I don't buy that shit. Fuck all that. And what if God used the gun instead of passive resistance? What if the minds were off by, just a few years and people took it as jokes? And what if that wheel in the sky has many broken spokes? What if? And what if? What if we went to sleep under the cliffs and woke up with sunstroke? What if there's no hope and only daggers beneath all them red clothes? But what if I spoke to God and he hardly knew I existed? And what if Bob Marley had been a true natural mystic? What if I had been born with the original Egyptians? What if eternal life clues were hidden within the inscription? What if prescriptions are supplied by them biggest drug dealers? And what if Hitler never dies and he just fucking respawns as some fucking new bent leaders? Come on, right? What if knowing the meaning of life doesn't have a purpose? What if cheating wives got killed when soldiers came home from that service? Woo! What if a person went to work he hated with a bomb in his thermos? What if I thought about it? Would it make any of you nervous?
John Steele, y'all. John Steele.